What's up, guys? It's
John?
and
Dustin.
and Ken. We got another round of our podcast with all three of us here. And Dustin, thank you for coming to another episode here. We really appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
And it is New Year's, and Happy New Year! And we're happy that you're here to spend time for our New Year's episode. And we're doing something special today, too, by the way. John, how are you doing over there, buddy?
I'm doing very good, thank you.
He's doing something. That's what he's doing. He's ready to do something epic here, I feel like.
He's like Jamie 2.0.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yes, but he's not as good with electronics, so, you know.
I mean, it's probably like the Wi-Fi isn't like farm to table. Or
Yeah.
No.
What were you trying to do?
What do we got? What are we drinking today?
He's like, distract away from me.
You guys start with bourbon nowadays, huh?
Yeah,
do.
that's what we've been doing, actually.
Okay,
Yeah, but we're not starting with bourbon nowadays. We're doing a rye actually today, and this one is special. And I had to do something special because we have someone special here today.
His
And-
wife.
And
She's super special.
oh, come on, really? Oh, yeah, she is special, but I got to
Oh,
meet her.
easy, bud.
But I think
This will be the only one she watches.
I know. I gotta watch what I say, right? Actually, my wife is very special, but Dustin is special as well, and we're glad to have you here, buddy. And today we're having a Willett, and this is a 9-year rye, coming in at 64.1% alcohol, 128.2 proof. This is one that I have not tried yet. This is one that I was kind of saving for a special occasion, hence the reason we're doing it today. And we figured we'd kick off the new year with something like this. Why not, right?
So that's barrel proof then, yeah?
Yeah, that would be at that proof, absolutely. Yes, if you see, like, a lot of times you could tell a lot if something is barrel proof too, if it's not like an exact number, like a 90 or a 100 or you
Or
know,
when it's buff as heck.
yeah, exactly.
64.1?
Yeah, 64.1, and that's.
Big gun.
I almost want to, if you guys aren't opposed to it, I almost want to drink this, and then I don't want to start out with the shittier one. I almost want to drink this and take a little sip of the regular 4-year rye just to compare it.
Yeah,
If you guys don't mind,
that'd be awesome.
just a small one, very small sip. After we have this.
I mind a little, but all right.
All right,
Or-
John's like, yeah.
What if we do a small sip of this, then a small sip of the 4, and then we can just wrap it with like the best part?
We can do any way you want. We can do it like that too. Absolutely, yeah.
What if we stood on our heads and we each poured it into each other's mouths?
I don't know. I'm just thinking about it in a meal. Like when I have a big old plate, I'm gonna save the best thing on the meal for
All right.
last.
So yeah, we'll do a tiny one of this to start out with, and then we will do a tiny one of the 4, and then we'll do a huge one of this one.
Of the one we like better.
Or like a medium.
All right.
Like a Starbucks Grande.
Hey, actually, I'm gonna give. You know what, Dustin? I'm gonna give you the guest of honor, Willett glass.
Oh.
Yes, the guest of honor,
You see what I'm talking about? Where you can't live up to the hostness of people here?
the hostness.
The hostess
With the
hostess-
mostest.
With the
with the
mostest.
mostesses?
The hostess with the mostest.
I thought you said a tiny sip.
Yeah, that's a heavy, tiny.
Well, there's no small pours here, fellas.
Unless Mike.
There's no
shows
small anything here.
Oh my gosh.
Give it a nose.
Oh my god.
Actually, I'm gonna let this breathe while we. Oops. I'm gonna let this breathe while we do this because we're gonna have more. So.
Holy shnikes. This 100% rye?
Oh yeah. Well, it's a rye, so I don't think with the ryes they can really start.
It just
mixing
has to
in.
be the biggest part of the grain.
Yeah.
though.
Yes, you're right. You're 100% right. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But I don't know then if that's the question.
You tell me when it's okay.
You can tell we had a few before this because I'm kind of like, wait, what?
It's gonna be good. That's
Yeah.
all. Does that mean go?
I mean, I've been sniffing this thing for 20 minutes now. Can we drink it? Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh yeah, I think it's 100% rye.
Special.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, it's rye-rific.
What do you got? What do you got there?
You know, I'm getting that rye spice. I am definitely getting that rye spice. I'm getting that heat too on this.
I'm getting heat.
A little bit of afterburn.
There's
but
a
not-
burn.
Where
Yeah.
you at? What's the burn rate?
This is like 275.
On a
that's
scale
not
to 5.
bad.
On a scale
Yeah.
to 5.
On a scale of 5.
Yeah, that's not too bad,
last
though.
year, it probably would have been like a 475. So I've grown.
I mean, this is a buff.
Actually, I think I might give it more than that because now I'm starting.
That's
I'm
what
getting that hug in the
it's
throat.
the afterburner.
Yeah.
That's the afterburn
Yeah.
rate, dude.
Yeah, we're going up.
Getting, which I get kind of from a Willett 4-year. I'm kind of getting a little of that minty taste to it.
I don't get the mint.
Yeah,
Oh, I guess I could. See, that's the whole thing about placebos.
yeah,
It's statistical evidence.
I know.
Tell me what you think.
Johnny's watering it down.
Was that 3?
3.
3. We're waiting.
That helps, man.
Yeah.
And the flavor changed a little bit.
Yeah.
3 drops was perfect.
Yeah.
It's a whole different. It's a whole
Well,
different.
it depends how much.
Well,
you
yeah,
had
I
left in
had,
your
I had a little
glass,
more in my
too.
glass at that
Yeah.
time.
You think? I thought you
Yeah.
had less, so I did 2 to try to match it.
See if you feel the difference. I feel that the burn is I'm either used to it or it's instantly gone.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's all afterburner at all, if at all.
Right?
That rye though, that spice on the back end.
It's good. It's I mean, it's good. Don't get me wrong. It's good. But I feel like with that ABV on that, man, it's almost like too boozy, a little bit much, man. I feel like it's a bit much for me.
I feel like we've had higher that have been smoother.
Yeah.
But have you had a barrel proof rye like that? Like,
We've had barrel proof ryes, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we had there's a Jack Daniels one up there too. Yeah, that's a barrel proof rye. We've had
You
some.
did that one?
Yeah. Yeah, we did that. Probably that was episode 23, I think. No, I'm joking. I don't remember what we did.
Episode 23.
I feel like I would know.
Yeah, I have no clue when we did it. But
I feel like you.
I have no clue what we've done.
and once again, this is one of those neck pour kind of, I don't know. Is that me vibrating?
That's you.
I left my phone somewhere, so I don't know.
Yeah. It's definitely one of those. We just cracked it. I want to revisit this almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, would you say you'd revisit after a 4-year?
Yeah. I would. Yeah, I think we need to.
So, yeah.
I don't think it's a
Yeah.
question of
Yeah.
yeah, I think we need to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, when I was, I stopped over our buddy Jay a couple weeks ago.
That was
at
him
his
calling
house.
me, by the way.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. Sorry, Jay. If you're watching this podcast, you know I couldn't answer the phone.
He was probably like, so when are we recording? He had something, I don't remember what it was. It wasn't Elijah Craig. I don't remember what. And it was like hazmat. It was high.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, this is too high. Yeah, it's great. And then we both drank it. And I was like, this is actually pretty smooth. He's like, holy crap, it changed.
Yeah.
So it like,
Oh, weird.
yeah, I guess he had it open for a while. And I
Yeah.
guess just
The
that
air and-
burn went down. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
So maybe this needs a chance to just be, out and about for a little bit.
Maybe.
I feel like it's tremendous.
It might need to breathe a little too, I think, though,
Like, you guys remember we were at Michter's and we did that tasting, and they're like, we tamper down our bourbons before we barrel it instead of after because of
Yeah.
how it makes it smooth. But here is the only taste you will have of our bourbon that's been tampered after. But we don't sell it just for this purpose, so you can shoot it out.
Yeah.
And they're like, we tasted both, and everyone's like, yeah, and like, who liked the burn rate one better? And I think I was the only person who raised
Yeah.
my hand.
Yeah.
I think you
I remember that. I remember
She's
that.
like, don't be afraid. I'm like, I'm not afraid. It was better, but maybe that's a placebo too.
I was so hungover when we went there. I didn't know what to do. I raised my hand when everyone was raising their hand so that they wouldn't call me out on
We
anything.
raise our hand right now.
Yeah. Oh, hello. I think they said, I thought they were saying they were giving out cheeseburgers, and I said yes.
Oh, what?
I graded them from what I want
Yeah.
to what I
He's
want.
got you got the George Costanza wallet. You kept it in there, bro?
Yeah, it's been in here all the time.
He
That's
has
why
it.
It looks like a condom, but it's really these.
blame it on Michter's for your back.
No,
man.
but he has them stacked in the order that he liked them, so he would remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a thinker you are, dude.
Yeah, the sour mash was the.
Let me see.
And they'll stay there forever.
I won't mix them up.
And I won't have any of them.
So we're gonna make this interesting too, guys. By the way, we are throwing the 4-year in here, so, and then we'll go back.
Which one was the one that was? Did you not even pick up that one? Like you're like, screw it, I'm not even gonna drink it.
Oh no, they're all there. There was only 5.
This might be 2,
I think there were only 5 to begin with.
but there's 2 that were exactly the same, and one was tampered before and one after.
Maybe the
And the
maybe the
specs.
American whiskey.
But the specs would be exactly the same. It was the same percent.
So messy.
Oh no, never mind. The bottling proof, yeah. Oh, barreled proof would change, but the bottled proof would be the same. So 83, 84.8, 84.8. The 2 ryes.
the 2 ryes. There you go.
And you liked barreled at.
I
Oh,
like
you
the green
liked.
one was better.
Yeah, you did.
That was the post barrel,
Pre
barrel. Okay.
how they do all their bourbons. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We got a 4-year in front of us right now.
Already, I could like smell the harshness compared to the other smell
Yeah.
though. Like the ethanol, like almost like effervescent, like opens up your sinuses.
Well, just to compare proof-wise, this is 108.2%.
So it's less.
I mean,
It smells
108.2
harder.
proof. Yeah, 54.1%. And this is just your 4-year rye. This is more than double the age on the 9, obviously, if you do your math. It's, to me, it's more minty. I'm getting a lot more of that mint.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
What do you think, Jonathan?
And by mint,
No, it smells- it's almost like a vapor rub.
Yeah.
that's the.
You want to rub it all over your
Yeah.
body and your chest?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If you lick it off.
Yeah.
Can we try it?
Let's
Ready?
try it.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah, way more mint. That's crazy.
More rye forward too, and it's. I mean, we're just talking age here too, mainly. You know, obviously the proof is different, but
Am I an asshole if I say I like this one better?
yeah.
No, I was an asshole.
I mean, honestly, I don't know. There's something about this
You
one. There's
seriously?
an aftertaste about this that I really like.
Yeah.
it's
It's
too,
unique.
It's
Yeah.
too minty for me.
Yeah.
So this is
It
the
sits
one
on your
I
tongue.
told Dustin. I sent him a bottle of this a while back, and I said, if you're not a rye fan, you might not like this. This is very rye forward, very in your face rye. Like it's almost like one of those bottles that if some people love it or hate it, you know.
Like Ryan would hate that.
Yeah, it's way too rye forward, probably. Yeah,
Yeah, he can't even eat a bread that's rye.
yeah. So you would not like that one.
He wouldn't go to Katz's Deli.
No.
Well, he'd be missing out.
Yeah.
Actually, no. You can get that on Italian Hero. You don't have to.
Yeah.
Just do it
I think
wrong.
Italian Nero would have been
That's how I always get it.
because it would have broken as easy. Like I felt like I was eating off my fingers
Yeah, it
after a
holds-
certain point, and I'm like,
It
you
holds
know,
the sandwich better.
yeah. Although the taste was just
You
spot
have
on.
to do it right. You have
Yeah,
to
it's a
start
spot.
with
It was
yeah,
spot on. Sorry, we're getting off track
Yeah,
here.
all right.
Calamari.
I
But-
calamari. How do you like your calamari?
Calamari?
Yeah.
Forget it.
Cooked?
Forget it.
Yeah. Fried or sautéed or.
There's ongoing.
Not overcooked and not rubbery. Maybe if I had to, rare if I had to.
You
Just so that
you
you're
can
not
make
going to make.
calamari rare.
I don't know, but I'd rather try it rare than have a rubber.
Flour or breading?
What's that even mean?
Like you like it battered or do you like it breaded? If you're having like fried galamad, you know galamad?
No, dude.
No, we say galamad.
I can't even say that
Yeah,
word.
fried galamad.
Calamad?
Galamad.
Galamad.
Yeah, there you go. You got it. So when you go back to
Caramel.
Hanford and next time you go to an Italian restaurant, I want you to ask for the fried galamad.
I'm not going to be able to say it like that. What's the difference? Not flour?
It battered, yeah.
I want not flour because I don't want to process.
Well, fried, you have to do something with it. So it's either most places are either a flour batter or a breading.
yeah, breading.
I prefer flour because it's lighter.
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like the breading's
Flour.
very heavy.
Batter. Yeah, batter's the way to go. I think.
I just feel
Almost like a tempura batter. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just feel like flour will make me die faster. So I'll take one for the team and suffer a little bit my palate.
But there's flour and bread, isn't there? Or no?
Yeah, but it's going to be way less processed, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know even what we're talking about. That's why I said, ask, what is breading?
Thai
Calamari-
chili or marinara sauce?
Calamari is when we get off topic. We say that because we had this one episode and we started talking about calamari.
I remember.
And we talked about it for about a half hour.
I was with you.
So when we really get off topic, we say calamari
Yeah.
because we were
And it
kind
like
of
whoops us to get back in.
yeah. We're like all right, calamari.
All right. So yeah, I'm a
See,
I'm a rye guy, and we've established that.
you're
I like
a rye guy.
I'm a rye guy.
Yeah.
And I told you I like these ones. My favorite ones are the ones we do at Flavor. I love the toasted stuff, obviously. You've
Like
seen
the
that over
maple
this weekend.
ones,
But
the
I love the maple. I love the
double oaked.
Amberana. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
I like that stuff. And for me, this is almost flavored. Maybe just because, like I said, I like the rye. This has got a little bit more flavor than burn, as opposed to that. It's got flavor, but it burns more. I enjoy this on the palate a little bit more.
Well, that's
Yeah.
the burn one is like way more proof.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
I think, John, my honest opinion, brother, I think this is something that you would have to revisit. I
Okay.
feel like I definitely
I feel like
Yeah.
revisiting it even right now, once
Yeah.
that burn rate has
Yes,
happened.
yes.
I'm curious to if you
Yeah.
if you will jump ship or if you're like, nope, definitely.
and
Yeah. I mean,
would-
now that I have both, yeah.
I want to see you. Did you take a swig of water after you took a sip at all?
Oh shoot, I do.
Of what? The first one?
This first time, yeah.
The,
I
the
think
first
that's
one we
you-
did?
Yeah, that's you.
I did water in at the same time. In the
Okay,
mouth.
I was gonna say yeah, because that's yours.
It's okay.
That was your water.
That's yours, yeah.
Okay, I just didn't remember if I would have cracked it. It'd be weird for me.
Yeah, I think you cracked it when it was on the table over there.
Okay.
Yeah. But yes, I think we'll revisit that in 1 second.
All right.
Yeah, I'm super curious, like where you go with that, because it might change everything. I didn't taste the mint on the first one at all,
Yeah.
and that second one, all I could taste was mint. But and I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, like peppermint.
I had a hint
I mean,
of
like
mint.
the crappy plant that would be by my hose bib in the backyard that I'd have to take a piss by. You know?
Yeah.
Like with all the gnats flying on it, like makes me despise mint.
Get more in the bar than I
That
am
was
in
that
the-
was him this summer.
What's
All
that?
the mint that was growing wild outside.
Oh, yeah.
Every
Dude,
time I came here, he's like, "You want some mint?"
You
I'm
can't
like,
kill
"Okay."
that.
No, it's tough. I actually had it in a pot outside of my house in that area where all the mint grew. The seeds must have spread.
It started jumping out of the pot.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like the beanstalk.
If you got a leaky faucet, they're just like gravitate toward it. You can't even find your faucet anymore.
Yeah, it's crazy. But it's good for the area it's in
was
because
next to
it's
the
at a
pot.
wall, so all the roots and stuff kind of maybe help keep. Hopefully that wall will never fall down.
Hey,
you
your
know?
driveway
So-
smelled good. Everything smelled nice out there. So.
It did. It always smelled nice, minty, fresh.
Yeah,
If,
Yes.
you, if you like mint.
I do like mint. It keeps the pests away too.
Sir, how we
get-
doing? That just a quick sip.
Whatever way you want to do it. Whatever way you can tell.
I will say, smelling it right now, I don't know if it's because of the other one and how much was placebo, but now I still smell mint.
I got mint on this. I had it mint on it the first time though. So
No.
yeah.
It's not burning my nose as much when I take that sniff, though. The nose hairs are still okay.
Yeah, it's not as effervescent, like opening sinuses.
But I'm not tasting the mint as much now.
Dude, that's far better. Far better. and
Yeah.
way less minty.
Way less. And
I
yeah,
freaking like that one.
yeah, it's solid. Solid.
It does have the afterburner, though.
It's not as bad this time around. Maybe
you ain't
I don't
getting
know why.
away.
It's not as bad this time around.
Well, it's not as bad this time. Maybe because I've had a few already,
Yeah.
and that you know what I mean.
Yeah.
As opposed to that was the first thing we did.
Like if
Yeah.
there was palate shock, and there's burn shock. Like
Yeah.
you're past the burn shock.
Yeah.
What's the percent difference on that? 60 something.
Oh,
or
there's a
50
big
something?
yeah.
Like 10%, I think.
So you're looking at, all right. You're looking at
54
basically 54 versus 64. So yeah, that's a decent amount though.
yeah.
Especially when you're 54, you're at 108 proof. That's more than your normal spirit is in general. You know, you're not getting past 100.
Yeah.
So you're taking something that now this is already in and of itself a little boozier than your normal drink, and this is 10% higher.
10% higher on the scale, but if you're comparing those two, that's more than a 20% markup, basically.
Yeah,
Like 20% more alcohol in there.
yeah. And by the look of this, is 173 bottles. This is a short barrel. You know, there was
'cause-
not much came out of it.
All that. But good, say it.
yeah, short barrel. It just sounded funny. It was a short barrel.
Oh, that means they didn't get too many bottles out of it.
There might have been some
A lot of evaporation.
A lot
for
of
'em.
evaporation.
Yes, which actually brings the value up on stuff a lot of times because they're only get a certain amount of bottles out of it.
I did like the 4-year. Even revisiting, I like the 4-year better. It's just me. I mean,
Yeah,
I guess
well,
we're
you
all
know,
different, right?
no,
Not
I
all of us
love-
can
Not
be.
everyone's a connoisseur, so
I love. And
Somebody's got to be
respect
the amateur.
yeah,
that. Someone's got to be the one that raised their
Yeah.
hand about the one that wasn't tampered down.
Well, whatever, man.
yeah, sure.
I like them younger.
Yeah. I kind of want to do after this, guys. I kind of want to do something else. I'm gonna go back to bourbon. We only have Dustin here.
Are we just
for,
gonna
like-
keep going?
No, but I kind of like. I mean, how often we have Dustin here? I kind of
Yeah.
want to do something else, man.
I
Like,
think we should put a blindfold on one. Just let him pick a bottle.
yes.
No,
So all right,
I picked something today.
the one
And
that
I know
we're,
you're trying to like get away from this. I feel like
what's that?
I made a pick.
No. We'll get to it. We'll get to
all right,
it.
all right.
Unless you want to do that in between.
I don't know.
Why don't we finish with the bourbon? We can do finish with it. We have
yeah,
the beer and
let's
the bourbon.
do that. Let's
okay,
do that.
let's
That's
do
a
that.
grand finale.
All right,
So
yeah.
Dustin decided today, after all of our plethora of beers that we
plethora.
have, our
Do you know-
plethora of
Do you know what
beers.
that's from?
Do
know
you
what-
even know what a plethora is?
Yes.
No.
No, El Guapo.
Dustin saw the Yuengling in there, and he's like, "Hey, man, let's kick it old school and go back to like an OG lager." And
The original
you know
freaking
what?
American brewery, man.
fuck,
Oldest American
it
brewery.
is the oldest memory. Still rolling.
And it's weird when it comes to volume and everything, how it goes and what's considered craft and what's not considered craft because of the volume that Yuengling was producing at some point. I don't know about now, but it was actually at some point considered craft, believe it or not.
Do you know what I
I
love?
still consider it craft.
Yeah.
Yuengling's Hershey Porter.
Ooh. That's what happens after I drink Yuengling.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was this morning.
So
I got a porter.
I've never had any other flavor Yuengling except this, and I've only originally I had it in Guantanamo Bay.
All right.
I can't get this on the West Coast. Like I ain't gonna
Really?
find this. They just I guess the dad, the owner of the brewery, was very adamant that you're not gonna sell beer anywhere
Yeah.
else. It's for the locals, you know.
Yeah.
So he's a jerk.
Well, he died.
Good. No, I'm sorry. No. I don't mean good, but I mean maybe it's better somebody else take over.
His daughters took over, and they're like, "We're expanding," and so they
Good.
built a place in Texas. So when I land in what's the crappy airport in Texas you get stuck at all the time? That's horrible, and you take the tram. Fort Worth, Dallas.
Oh, okay.
When
yeah.
you land there, I could go to some spots and get Yuengling, and I
Yeah.
forget until I see it. Because I can't get this at home, and it is a fantastic lager.
Yeah.
A dark lager.
It is good for
You've
what it
had
is.
it?
It is. So here's the
I
thing.
drink it all the time.
Listen to this though. We went to Kentucky with these guys. We went with the band, and I remember this conversation we had with you about Yuengling and how you can't get it out
I
on
can't get it up.
the West Coast. And I remembered this.
You're learning.
You're learning.
You're learning.
There it is. Every way to there it is.
All right.
And I remember. So we were at that piano bar, and I bought a round of Yuenglings. So I was like, these guys can't get it. And I give it to Ryan. Ryan's like, what's this?
But then he drank it, and what he said?
He's like, I'll drink it. Yeah, I don't know what he said at the end.
He
actually.
likes it.
He did? All right.
Tommy loves it.
Yeah. And I was like, I felt like, I was like, all right. Sorry. I'm like, I'll
No.
drink it. Give it to me. I'll drink it. I'll drink it.
All you had to say is like, it's Miller Lite.
Yeah.
Remember Tommy? I don't know, was it Tommy or you coming back from that bar with like there was like 3 of us and he came back with like 8 beers. He's like, I didn't know what you wanted. He had like 4 pints of Guinness. He had like 4 beers and he's like,
Tommy did?
Tommy.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like,
yeah.
dude, I don't drink Guinness. Like
Yeah.
like that. Like
Yeah, but we didn't
But we
say
did.
that.
No, we did it.
didn't. I was like, here,
Dude, you drank Guinness
yeah.
at the Irish joint
Hell
that
yeah.
we had in.
yeah, it was good.
it was fantastic.
She talked me into it.
in the we were in the
accent.
Catskills.
She
Yeah.
talked me into it.
So as you guys know, Dustin was with us up at the Catskills recently, and we went to this one restaurant, something Creek. I always forget the name of
It's
it.
okay to drink this, right?
Yeah.
Do I
And the
gotta wait?
owner is from Ireland. Yeah, drink it. The owner is from Ireland, and she's like, she's like, no one pours a finer Guinness than me in this area.
But she
Yeah.
had a very mild and sexy Irish accent. It wasn't like the old sea hag type.
Yeah.
Right. But she was like confident too that
Yeah.
it's my Guinness or
Yes.
nobody else's Guinness.
Yes, you.
And she was not wrong.
No, that
Yeah.
was the creamiest thing I've ever put in my
I'm
mouth.
kind of jealous now because I didn't get one. But I hope so.
It was right there with Dublin at the Guinness factory getting the certificate for how good you pour it.
Yeah,
It was
looked
right there.
very presentable, and I'm sure it tasted amazing. Especially judging by what you guys are saying. So, cheers, guys, on that. Thank you.
I would love to do another one of those.
You guys kidding me right now with this? You guys like lagers, and you like red lagers, the darker lagers.
I like dark. Yeah.
Okay, here's the
Is it
thing.
amber?
No, it's good.
The finish is not there. It doesn't hang out as like I like on a nice beer. You know.
A lager though. A
I
lager
know.
should not be hanging out.
I know, but I guess as far as beers go, I don't. I just it's still lacking. We're used to craft beer lagers. It's a different animal. It's a different story. I feel like you know.
I feel like it's a amateur lager as a craft beer lager, because it's hard to pull off a
I know.
legit lager. Diacetyl, like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
This is up there with one of the best lagers I've ever
Yeah,
had.
I guess when I think about the diacetyl, yeah, but you know,
Are you making fun of me? Like, these guys, they've invested time into this. So to have a lager this crisp, no off flavors,
Yeah.
mass produced. I think it was the owner of Sierra Nevada, and he's talking about like it's not hard to brew a good beer. It's hard to brew a good beer consistently.
yeah,
Like the scale and the length of time these guys have been making this.
yeah,
Are you kidding me, man? You guys are just spoiled because you could get it.
yeah.
And thank you
Guess
for
so.
sharing it with me.
We don't want it when
But
we
you
can
know what
get
it is too? It's like they can get a keg of it for like $10.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
It's just
Too much of it around.
mean, people-
Actually,
it
so
makes-
Yuengling around here, we can get a light and dark. That's what it's called. I don't know if it's like a half and half type of thing. There's a
oh,
light and dark. one.
yes.
It's in one glass,
they
No,
sell
in a
like,
bottle.
It comes
It's like
in
a six
bottle,
pack. Yeah.
like
yeah.
a
And
Mississippi.
like I
Mud.
said, the Hershey Yuengling Porter is
Yeah,
fucking
I gotta
crazy,
try it, I
bro.
guess. I
It's
guess I
so
gotta try it.
good, man. It
Yeah.
really is.
yeah,
I haven't had a bad Yingling, and I think there's some people they win the lottery.
yeah.
Some people live where they can get Yingling for cheap and normal,
Mm-hmm.
and you forget how good that is, man.
Yeah.
I mean, so that's like this is my second go-to. If I'm at a bar and they don't have craft beer, this is out of like the top 3. This is my second
Yeah.
go-to.
what's your
My
first?
first is Stella. I like a good Stella as well. And then it's Yingling, and
Yeah.
then my third would be all right. I'll take a Miller Lite.
Yeah.
Miller Lite.
Or actually, I grew up on Amstel Light, so
Ugh. Yuck.
what the heck?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I kind of just...
I think you're the only reason Stella got its groove back.
Water in the beer.
I just want to see if it tastes any better.
You're
Oh
adding
my
to it.
gosh. Okay,
Tastes like water to begin with. What are you talking about?
I'll say a disclaimer because, like, for people who watch this show, like me, like the nerds out there that care about this, these guys were so hesitant to put this on here and, like, almost like laughed. Like I wasn't serious when I'm like, can we just please do Yingling?
Yeah. I
And
said, whatever Dustin wants.
but
You
you
don't want
see
the
what I'm
other
talking
half
about?
triple or the root and branch in there?
That's
Yes.
super host because you guys like catering to me and like,
Yeah.
dude.
If I suggested that, he would have like been like, "We're done as a partnership. It's over."
I feel like I should be called COVID.
what?
No, you're like super host and stuff like that.
Oh, not
See what he's
super
doing because
spreader.
you picked Yingling. He's trying to get the show pulled from YouTube
Oh my!
because he's so embarrassed of the Yingling. Now he's gonna say all that stuff.
Well, the disclaimer is these guys refused. They are just incredible people, and they did it to, like,
Or we'll drink
Appease me.
6 of these in 5 minutes, and we're like,
I
"Oh
know.
my god, we're
I
we screwed
know.
up."
I know.
yo, I need to rinse my mouth with this bourbon.
So, anyways, back to what we had
But-
originally were talking
Wait
about.
a minute.
What's
All right.
that?
Oh no, good.
Oh, no, you go.
No, I didn't know if we were continuing something. I didn't know what we were.
I was
going to
branch out in a second, so if you wanted to
Yeah, I was
piggyback-
going to just be like, guys, it's like we haven't talked about that. It's freaking 2024 yet.
Yes,
Like,
I know.
it's- What are we doing? You know, because every year is the same. I'm getting older, but every year's the same. It's Groundhog Day every year.
Yeah.
I say I'm going to make changes. I don't do it. I say I'm going to do this. I don't do it. What are we doing this year? 2024. I think we got to do something good. It's a presidential election year.
Yeah, it
we,
is.
we need to make 2024 like a fucking crazy year.
What do you...
It's been pretty crazy.
I mean, it's been like good. Like I've had. I don't want to say I had a bad 2023 because I met you guys and we did Kentucky. Never
Yeah.
thought in my life I'd ever go either on a plane again
Yeah.
or going to Kentucky to drink bourbon
hey, that's a good point.
with a
though.
bunch of dudes. Like,
That's a good point of like it.
Bunch of dudes.
dude.
Okay, 2023 for me, aside from this, that Kentucky trip, which is like up there with the best things that ever happened in my life, was also the worst time of my life for different reasons. So like,
Okay.
so that's like super cool to like to know that it's that lens, the lens we choose to look at it.
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, 2023 sucked for me.
It was a roller coaster. Yeah.
Yeah.
We would say that.
But it was like the highest of the highs at times.
Yeah,
And I got to meet awesome people and have cool experiences I've never would have had. And like, within myself, found ways to look at whatever scenario and take the most beauty from it, and learn from it. And so, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know exactly where I'm going with that, but.
No, we
that
got
was
it.
a
Well,
good
it sounds
point.
like
Yeah.
it was
I
like
mean-
exactly what you said, a roller coaster. You had your highs and you had your lows,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, and just
You go back like 2 years ago when we started this, whatever we call it.
Yeah. Life now.
He wasn't even letting me drink bourbon. He was giving me like, he was making drinks because I couldn't handle the straight up bourbon.
letting him like I'm like
No, no,
some
no.
kind of
No. I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, I couldn't take it because I didn't like it. So he was making
Yeah.
me drinks. I wasn't drinking
Yeah.
bourbon. And then who's knows that 2 short years later, I'm in Kentucky, like,
I thought you said too short for a second.
2 short years later.
Too short.
Too short?
They weren't.
Years later.
I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I
That's
was
not
taller.
too short. That's all right. That don't matter.
It's not too short. You're right.
No, it's a West Coast thing, I think.
Oh.
I do know too short, but yeah.
He's Oakland, man.
Anyway, but who'd have known like where we were that I would actually get to go to Kentucky and like
Yeah, who would
and be a
taste
connoisseur.
bourbon?
I
with
don't
you
know,
fine
man. I don't
gentlemen.
know if I could top 2023 as far as cool things, you know. Personally, with my family, we went on like our first real vacation together this year. Like real, like we went on a plane and all that stuff. We went to Aruba.
You got a young kid. I mean,
Yes.
like COVID shutdown was
Yes.
in his
So this
lifetime.
was a huge, it was a big deal. And not only that, I went on the plane again and met up with you guys, and we had a freaking blast. So definitely,
John went on a plane.
and John went on a plane.
Still here.
And he's still here. It's crazy that he's still here.
Now I'm learning how to fly.
So what do you guys plan for this next year? Like, what's your next goal?
I don't like to. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like to. I feel like you're setting yourself up for failure when you
Yep.
when you start to throw these expectations out there. I think it's just live each day by day, make it the best day possible. Know that tomorrow's a new adventure, and don't look at it as next year's a new adventure. Look at it as tomorrow's a new adventure, and just remember that anything in the past is behind you now, and every day's a fresh start. You know.
And one beautiful day turns that around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like my thing with the planning is if you plan, which I'm a planner. Everybody knows me, knows when I go out, I'm a planner, man.
Yeah. That's the
But
plan.
there's certain things where when you miss a part of your plan, you're like, oh man.
Let down. Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
if something even cooler happened to you, where you're like, just think
Yeah.
about what happened though,
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
You know what I
forget
mean?
to take the moment in.
Yeah. Did you
Yeah.
forget that? You know?
Because you're wearing the wrong damn lens, man. Yeah, that makes sense. And I don't know if you realize all the things you hit on with expectations. Like they talk about that in relationships, like expectations. If you have
Yeah.
expectations, if you met the expectations, you're at 0.
Yeah.
If
You're
you
right.
didn't meet them, you're in the negative. So all you could be is let down.
Yeah. So,
So
you're better off not having expectations. Then it sounds like. Yeah.
So that's kind of beautiful
Yeah.
and going each day at a time.
Yeah. Each day, man.
So you don't even make any plan. Like you're just like, whatever happens, happens.
Well, when you come here, we have to make plans. We have to kind of do certain things.
But
Yeah.
but that's another thing.
Yeah.
Like, and I'll be honest. You know, our side conversations trying to figure out how to make Dustin's like time here the best that we can possibly
Yeah.
give him.
Yeah.
And then sometimes we're like, are we overthinking it? Like
Yeah.
maybe it's cool to just hang out and like
I know.
watch an MMA fight and drink some bourbons,
Yeah.
or just sit in the speakeasy here with the cameras off and talk about like life and,
Yeah.
our shit. Like maybe
Yeah.
we're overthinking.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know.
Or go to dinner with family.
yeah.
Like the things that make us who we are, man.
Right. Right.
So what are your plans in for the year?
I don't know. I really don't know. I have nothing. You know, I'm starting to cut down more on beer, and I would like to keep doing that. I'd like to shed a few pounds, but who wouldn't? That's everybody's every year. I want to shed some pounds.
Yeah. Just
You
don't
know?
sign up for the gym in the beginning of the year.
Hell no.
I
February?
did last year. I haven't gone yet. Me and my wife bought gym
Oh, no,
passes
you
because they were
didn't.
on sale. It was the new year.
Everyone says wait till February. Then
We haven't gone yet.
Oh, the equipment opens back up because everyone gives up by
12 years of paying, 12 months of paying this bill, and we haven't gone yet.
You know, I think I've said this to you before, though, and I've said this in past New Year's episodes. You know, you can't. Sometimes you got to just take baby steps with certain things.
Yeah.
You can't just
Like
dive right
selling.
into it. You can't just say, "I'm going to do 15,000 steps a day." No.
Unless you go to New York. and
Start
you're
out
drinking.
with 300 steps.
Yeah.
Next day, all right, I'm doing okay. Or next week, you're doing okay with the 300 steps. make it 400 steps.
Yeah.
And then just kind of, you got to test yourself. You got to challenge yourself.
Because you need the motivation of knowing
Exactly.
it is possible and I can. It's an achievable goal.
Exactly. You try for 1,500, or say you try for 1,000 steps in a day, and then you only hit 800 and you're doing horrible at it. You're not going to have any kind of motivation to get to that. That you're like, all right, I can't even make 800.
Yeah.
Baby steps. And that's life. Baby steps. Take your time. Enjoy it. And
Like,
you
what
know,
about Bob, man?
yeah. What about Bob?
Thanks, Joel Osteen.
Some Bill Murray.
Um,
Well, who's that?
I said thanks, Joel Osteen.
Joe Lost.
Who's that?
Preaching
Oh.
beauty and Joel Osteen.
Is that like the director of What About Bob?
No, he's one of those pastors that is scamming everybody out of their
Oh.
money to like show them the light
Okay.
of whatever. Um,
He's trying to say
Like,
I'm scamming
my-
people
my-
here.
yeah.
I'm not asking for money.
one of my goals here is just be like a better husband. You know what I mean? Like I just want to be a better human being, and you know,
Dude, that's
I
honestly,
don't want to
that's-
meet more people, but a little part of me does now. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. We'll
No,
see.
I totally. Feel
I hate
that.
people. I don't like making new friends. I know a lot of people. You see
Yeah.
people like they'll bounce the horn
Literally,
to me.
we can't go out of our hotel without a random truck driver. Be like,
Yeah, yeah.
John!
But I like being like close knit.
No,
what
I
mean?
totally
Like,
get what you're saying because, like, for me, like, I got a lot of friends, and I don't have the time even for the friends that I got to like say, like,
Yeah.
damn, like, I feel like I'm doing an injustice being their friend because you only got so much time, but you do have to like improve like the best qualities of you. Spend more time with friends, like spend more time with the things that actually last and that mean something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I want to meet
feel
people
that.
who have the same likes as I do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
You want to.
if it wasn't for him, and then we have like our buddy Chris. Like, I want to be able to go out like for a bourbon. You know what I mean? But find somebody who's into that like me. It's I don't know.
Am I not good enough?
You are, but you're just so damn far away.
Yeah.
You moved away from me, man.
Oh, sorry.
and you brought all the bourbon with you.
You brought all the bourbon with you.
So now everyone has to come here, which, by the way, is a beautiful
Hey,
place.
man, we can always chill.
This is a beautiful place.
Cheers,
And
man.
thank you for like let me do Yuenglings.
Bro, look, I'm enjoying it. I'm almost done.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like, shit, I
I'm-
should have kept that third can.
I'm drinking it.
See?
Yeah. So is there anything specifically as far as like, I hate to use the word resolution though. Is there anything specifically with Dustin that you want to do differently for next year? Anything that you're excited to do for next year? Anything you're looking forward to? Anything band related for that matter? Is there anything, any goals? Anything, John? Idiot.
There's
Play
a,
live music.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna go on Ken's philosophy of taking it day by day.
Take it day by day. Take it day by day. Enjoy.
Take it day by day. Let me go on a
Relax.
date.
Don't. One of the things you have to do every day is live, and to live is to try to have as least stress as possible, and
But not forget to take in that moment, whatever that moment
Yeah.
might be. Stuck
Yeah.
in a Boston airport. Right?
yes,
Right.
make the best of it. This guy is the king of making the best of it. Apparently, when you
No.
sit in the airport.
And we're
This
going to
is
make a
new.
best of it right
Yeah.
now because Dustin's going to play a song for us. We have a guitar.
We got a banjo.
yeah, we do.
A
We-
really nice banjo.
But yeah, I mean that's the way to do it. And don't worry about all the people out there that like John saying you should do this or do that. Do you, and that's the number one thing
I'm
to do,
trying
man.
to
Just
do
do
that.
you, man. That's it.
I'm definitely like working at it.
Yeah,
I feel like I've learned a lot last couple months
yeah.
on my rabbit holes.
You sound like dude. Like everything you've been talking about and things like, as far as what you've been doing on your spare time,
Yeah.
reading books on certain things, and everything. It just seems like it's like
I'm always looking for enlightenment.
yes.
And self-better.
Growth.
We mentioned it.
Betterification.
We mentioned this about Dustin, episode 100, and we were talking about how if he doesn't know something, or he doesn't understand something, he's going to figure out how to do it, read every book on it, dissect it, and then come back and say, "I'm going to do it better than someone else can do it." And that takes a lot, and that takes a lot of willpower, and it takes a lot of strength, inner strength, to be able to do something like that. I find,
Yeah. I mean, for me, though, like, I don't know what's going to happen. I definitely need to. I've taken a couple months off of music, mostly.
Mm-hmm.
I need to buckle down on that. But I also need to find, for me, maybe finding balance between going really, as I say in basketball terms, hard in the paint on music.
Yeah.
Balancing priorities like that with family is huge.
Yeah.
My daughter lived in Okinawa the last 3 years. In February, she moves to Georgia, so I'm like, I'm debating moving by her to be by her, like, or at least having a house there.
Yeah. Somewhere to
Because I got to keep the band going too. Like, I mean, I don't know what it'll bring. I'm gonna go day by day.
Yeah.
But I know, like, I need to
day.
balance those priorities in my life, and I need to make the relationships that matter in my life matter more.
Yeah.
Like, apparently matter to people. Because even if you feel like it matters in your brain, like, it doesn't mean that your actions tell the other person that it mattered.
Right. Yeah.
So I need it. That's
Well,
where I'm going.
I mean, we've known from, and everybody knows from watching, the Drinks with Dustin episode.
Yeah.
You talk about your daughter and the talent she has, man. 'Cause she's talented and beautiful young lady.
Yeah.
Just like being with you and like seeing you like interact with her and stuff, man. Like you can tell, like you're a good dad, man. You care, and it's great news that she's moving back this way, closer.
Exciting news.
And
It's huge to me.
And selfishly, I'm excited, man, because it gives us an excuse where like now you're gonna be coming to the east side more,
Yeah.
You
or
could drive to me easier.
well, I mean, hey,
Yeah.
we could
And
do
John
like
will
a
fly
quick,
now.
but even that, that's what I'm saying. Like we could do a quick weekend or a quick couple
yeah,
days.
we
You know
could
what
do
I
a
mean?
quick one, yeah.
a quick
I'll build-
queefing one. We could do a quick weekend.
I'll build a speakeasy if it makes you guys come over
We
there.
do a quickie.
We'll do a quick queefy weekend. We'll have good
Hey,
times, man.
now that you fly, everything is a quickie, though.
Hell yeah.
Nothing. You just open up a world of possibilities,
Yes. Now,
including this
John
next
wants
year.
a quickie with you.
This next year, you guys have got to be in California. I mean, there's no excuse for that.
Well, you have to bring that up to my wife. Well, next time you see her, be like, "Hey, can John come to California?" She might be. It'll be a few years, but I'll let him go.
Yeah. We'll get it. We'll get it done. We'll
It's
get
got
it
to
done.
happen. I just won't tell them, like, John needs to go to Vegas.
I think I want to finish this. We mentioned doing that bourbon. I think I want to finish this episode sipping this bourbon. Tell me what you think. This one is going to be special to our hearts because when we went to Kentucky, I think the general consensus that our favorite distillery while we were there was Whiskey Thief.
Yeah.
And I have a bottle here that's been sitting on my shelf for like the last 2 years that I haven't cracked yet. And I'm like,
How is that a thing?
I don't know.
So they don't even distribute whiskey, really.
I don't know, man, because I have it. That's the thing.
I know.
So I think I got it from Gary's Wine, which is like a local. They have like 4 locations or 5 or something in our area.
So Gary thieves his own bottle. And
Yes, I think Gary knows what he's doing. He's just like, I'm gonna thieve some bottles, but I don't. He gets them somehow.
I should have took him there this morning. I
Yeah.
mean, we passed Total Wines, but I should have passed by Gary's.
I got a video of you thieving your bottle.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
I need to airdrop that to him.
Oh,
Yeah,
all
we
right.
don't
Because you're
airdrop
not
to
on
each other.
Apple.
I think yeah.
I think you did.
I feel like I
I might have posted it too on social media.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't
No,
know.
maybe it
Yeah.
was his.
Mike
video.
took it, I think.
was
No,
probably
I
his.
took it.
Oh, then I know I have his video.
You want to grab that,
What-
Johnny? Yeah.
Well, mine will be in cinematic mode. In
4K.
4K.
Can
I
you
mean,
take
I-
the
I
gray
go-
off my beard? Can
I
you
go
take the gray out
to
of my beard?
Dustin the other day. I was like, Dustin, we want to do a clip. He's like, just use mine. I could do cinematic.
And
He's like, honestly, guys, you guys pretty suck at this.
Yeah, he's like, I've been
No.
watching your clips, and
I fast forward that part.
I
and-
wait till 10 Pacific time for your new episode every Tuesday.
10 Pacific time.
Yeah,
Because that's when it drops. Like, because I've checked in the morning. I'm like, dang, it's not out yet. I gotta wait
Yeah.
a little bit longer.
yeah.
And on Tuesday, it finally shows up on the first thing on my suggested feed for YouTube. And I catch up.
I'm convinced that Dustin is our probably #1 fan out there right now. 'Cause,
I felt like it
One
was,
of 5.
Hey, was it creepy whenever we're in Kentucky and I'm like, yeah, you have whatever, blah, blah, blah. I know you don't like whatever. And you're like, this weird guy knows way too much about us.
now we're actually flattered.
I'm a fan.
We're a fan.
Now we're family.
Yeah,
Now we're family.
yeah, Johnny.
All right.
Dame.
I'm waiting on the right time to open up my Whiskey Thief, man. I know you said you did already, and I don't know when the right time is.
Which barrel did you get?
2?
You got 2. He got 2.
Wait, no.
Me and Mike got 1.
I might have
think
got
Tommy
3.
got 2.
I think mine was 2, though.
3 got more and more rye.
No, mine was 2. I'm pretty sure mine was 2.
Oh, you know what? I feel like you got 1. I could check. Well, my phone's somewhere else, but I got a video of
Actually,
it,
I
and
can
I'll know.
check too, yeah. What do you got? What is
All
this?
right, so we're coming in at 52% alcohol, 104 proof. This is from Three Boys Farm. This is which is Whiskey Thief, by the way. This is a Kentucky straight bourbon, and I mean, there's really not much. This is crafted by hand at Three Boys Farm Distillery, which I don't think they even go by that name anymore. I think it's just Whiskey Thief over there. And
You figure what we drank was 5 and 6 years old, and it was better than the oldest bourbon we had on that whole trip, to me.
yeah,
So for that to be made before that, like, yeah, I mean, you probably went through some business changes. But that's the barn.
yeah, that is it. But then actually, though, when you read the bottom, it says distilled and bottled by Whiskey Thief Distilling Company.
It smells like it, dude.
Yeah.
It smells like Whiskey Thief.
So you and Tommy got barrel 1?
Barrel 1.
Yeah.
You got it. No, Tommy
Got 2.
Tommy got 2. Me
got
and Mike
1.
got 1.
Ken got 3.
3.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure I did 2.
You got 2?
Yeah.
I feel like you got 2. I'll know
Damn, I'm so good.
when I get my phone. I'll know.
Did you say, damn, I'm so good looking? Yeah.
Cool.
You don't got none of yours on there?
No.
Okay, I got you, dude.
But I think
pretty
sent
sure I got
yeah,
you.
I
I'm
sent
pretty
you.
sure- yeah, he
I'm
sends
gonna
me.
buy you an iPhone so I
pretty
can
sure.
airdrop it to you in
Yeah,
high
I know.
quality.
I know. By the way, when we go to eat later, I might have to airdrop some stuff to you from this trip. So
Yes.
let's get a nose on this, fellas.
The nose spells Whiskey Thief to me. The
Well, the taste
nuttiness,
does.
which, dude, I didn't realize with nuttiness until
Yeah,
the Kentucky.
it's-
I'm like, this tastes like Whiskey Thief. And he's
Yeah.
like, it's nutty. I'm like,
Yeah,
that's
it's
what the
nutty.
mids are.
I even said like cashews in particular. I'm like, I'm getting cashews out on that one Kentucky Owl we had recently.
Oh my gosh, that smells delicious.
Yeah. Well, cheers, Dustin, man. Thank you, bro. Once again, thanks for doing this. Thanks for coming on the show. We really appreciate it.
Thank you guys,
Yeah,
man. The
no.
pleasure is mine.
No, it's definitely ours, man. Seriously. Thank you.
I like that. It's a good way to end the show. I like that a
Oh
lot.
my gosh, it murders everything. Why does Whiskey Thief do that?
Yeah, it's good, man.
See, man. So our next trip to Kentucky, we got to do a lot of more of those mom and pop distilleries.
I think if we are going with
Yes.
Dustin, it's just going to be Whiskey Thief every day.
Yeah.
What do you
There was like nothing near there.
No, because all those other
We can
little-
build a hotel and just like camp there. Set up tents.
So,
buy
yeah,
the food truck.
Back to what we were saying about Whiskey Thief. It's not like your Willett. It's not like your Buffalo Trace. It's not like your Jim Beam or your any of those main
Macro brewery.
yeah, those macro distilleries. Yeah, like this is just a kind of more mom and poppy
It was
kind of
literally a barn with no amount of barrels over three tier tall,
yeah.
probably just a couple of
serving
dudes
straight
doing it.
out of the barrel with a
I know.
freaking copper
I know.
siphon.
I had charred
barrel bits.
yeah, barrel bits in my drink, and I was
You
like,
got
look
a
at-
bad case of barrel bits.
yeah, and I was like, I'm gonna chew this
Oh
right
my
now.
Gosh, kidding
Yeah.
me?
Yeah, this is good.
How'd you sit on that for 2 years?
You want to know why? I bought the bottle. It was something I never had seen before. The price tag was a little higher, and I was like, I don't know if this is something I'm ever going to drink or I want to trade or if I want to do something with it. You know, once you open it, you can't trade it, you can't sell it, you can't whatever. Because I was like, I don't know much about
So
it.
you're committed now.
But now that we went to the distillery, and now that we're kind of fanboys of it, I'm like, yeah, I think this is not one I'm going to sell. This is one we can maybe just do right now. So why not? You know.
this is a special thing right here.
Yeah,
this and Yuenglings in the same episode.
Not the Willett 9-year.
Yeah.
that was fantastic. But like, come on.
Guy who made that's dead already.
He didn't get to experience his third match.
Yeah.
Dude, that's fantastic.
Yeah,
Thank you
man.
guys.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Hey, man.
Jeez.
Cheers.
Holy
Cheers, man.
shnikes.
And I hate to do this, but it's time to say goodbye.
Yes, we have to. We have dinner.
We have dinner plans. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you again for coming out, man. Thanks for coming on.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you guys. That's all I
Yeah.
can say.
Safe travels home. Hopefully,
Yeah.
we get out by you or you come back by us soon. Otherwise, we have to do this virtually more often.
Yeah, but
just to
I
stay
need
in
to
touch.
just let me please cook for you at least, like to show my way of showing love to you guys, like because I can never repay you for the experience I've had. So.
Yes, Dustin is.
Omelets in
But
the
this
morning.
is
You're
a-
making
thi-
omelets in the
This is a
morning.
complete side note with Dustin, though. He like the way he talks about food and grilling and smoke. Or you smoke too, right? I mean,
I'll do whatever I gotta
yeah.
do.
He's like
Snort? You don't snort though.
dick. But
You're putting me on blast.
but the way he talks about food and meat and everything, and it's just the detail that's involved with it. I'm like I don't have time. I just will throw a burger and eat it, like a lot of times because I don't have time for sometimes. But he's like, you got to marinate it for 16 hours and then
Burger, I'm gonna grind that meat myself.
Yeah, he's like, I'm
Mix it
gonna
with
grind-
lamb. I'm gonna do little burger.
He's
gonna
like,
do
first I put a bullet in the deer. I put a bullet in the
Yes.
cow.
yeah. I'm gonna do
I
this.
skin that motherfucker.
I'm gonna add 30% brisket, 70% Swiss cheese.
No, but on a serious note though, like
Yeah.
I feel like as a Portuguese guy who like you come to my house and you're so skinny,
yeah.
Well, I don't know.
you better be fucking ready to eat. And the only way I show love
Have
is
you seen us?
Yeah, no.
let
Maybe you should make
let
less.
me make a meal for you
Make it-
guys.
Oh, I would love that, man. 'Cause
Yeah.
everything I see you do looks freaking delicious.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, looks can be deceiving.
I'm not so sure.
Yeah.
Just hearing you and Ryan talk about how to make like tacos on the grill or something, I'm like, these guys.
Like we don't
It's
have
like
the
the
patience.
flavors and
like the meat. Once you made the meat and you put it in a bowl, I'm gonna be like, like I'm just gonna be picking out of that bowl.
My
I'm
shit's like, I'm making a fresh pastrami tonight.
Yeah.
That bitch is going in the air fryer because I ain't got time to sit
yeah,
there.
you
and
got time for that. Yeah.
Don't put cats in the air fryer.
They burn, the hair burns.
Yeah, but it's been fun, man. We really appreciate you coming out here once again. I'm so sad to actually see you go right now, man. I kind of like you sitting right here in between us.
No,
It's
I
like
wish we had some more time.
It's like a John and Ken and Dustin
Prefer to be
sandwich.
running the camera, but
Yeah.
this is okay.
Yeah, and thanks again. He was trying to help me out with some
Yeah.
of my
Do we
behind the
sound better?
scenes stuff with the sound and everything. Yeah.
Do I sound like a man now?
Is my
always sound
voice
like
a
a-
lot deeper now? Is it? I don't know.
Dude, they have more proximity effect.
Yeah. We do appreciate that though, because I have I'm horrible with that stuff. So we need a little tweaking, and he did it. Thank you. And who do we got?
That's it.
Yuengling,
Yeah.
America's oldest brewery.
America's oldest
Cheers.
brewery. Shout out to Yuengling.
Will it?
Shout out to Willett.
Willett.
One of on our trips, man. I'm still looking for that bottle. If you ever come across it, that Kentucky bourbon from them, it was really good. What I had there,
okay.
I forgot what it was
Of
called. but
Willett?
yeah,
Yeah, we
I
took
liked
a
it.
photo of it, I think, or we did
yeah,
something.
I have a photo.
No,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
we
yeah.
did our clip which is on
Oh,
Instagram.
yeah, our
You
clip.
mentioned what it was.
Yeah, I liked
Yeah.
it.
And then
Whiskey thief.
Whiskey Thief for Dustin. That's for you,
Whiskey
brother.
Thief, but that's really
Oh my
three
gosh.
brothers.
Three,
What is that?
three
Three
boys.
boys,
three
farm-
boys.
Yeah, three boys.
Okay, give them a shout out too.
But yeah, yeah.
Rather than
Fellas,
three girls, but
I drank all my. I was
well,
whiskey thief.
hold on.
We
We got
Can't end
somewhere
on
to
a
be.
cup.
We got somewhere to be.
Nope.
but that's it.
Cheers.
can't end
okay.
it in
Oh,
a- That's
sorry, I
enough.
got
That's
on your
that's
hands.
I'll lick it off. It's so good.
So Ken.
Want me-
Whiskey thief is hands down my favorite bourbon.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
All right.
And
Cheers to you guys.
Peace.
All right.
Shibbity bop shabop.
Should have